Hey, Facebook, what's going on? This is Ken Cloutier of GetMotivatedForSuccess.com down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I teach network marketers and entrepreneurs how to generate leads for their business, sponsor more reps, and make more money. So welcome to another live broadcast of Mind Your Business. I do these broadcasts every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And happy Friday, guys. Hope everyone's having an awesome day right before Memorial Day. Everyone probably has plans and everything. So if this is your first time on or just checking this out for the very first time, feel free to drop a comment below. Let me know that, let me know where you're coming from. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Sorry for the loud noises here, but at any rate, we will make this a very successful Mind Your Business broadcast. So, drop a comment below. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. I'm trying to share this with a couple different groups here, so I'm on a few minutes early. So I'm just seeing if I can get this shared out, and I am going to get rocking and rolling. And today, what I'm going to be talking about in the Mind Your Business broadcast is when do you pitch your business? When do you talk about your business opportunity? I did a video yesterday that talked about how to easily, strike up a conversation with somebody and how to, position yourself so that you can ask people if they're looking. Okay, I did that yesterday, but today I want to just talk about, when is the right time to bring up your business, or how soon should you? So I think this will help a lot of people. If you do think some people will get value, oh boy. If you think some people will get value from this, feel free to share this. You never know what happens when you go live on Facebook. Oh boy. Feel free to share this. Anyway, let's get right to it here. Let's get this party started. So how long before you pitch your MLM business or your network marketing or home business? Okay, it doesn't matter what kind of business, but how soon when you meet somebody do you do it? Now the answer varies. The answer depends on how you meet these people. Okay, so for example, if you're meeting people offline, right? Cold market prospecting, which is what I talked about yesterday, you're going to do it slightly different. Cold market prospecting, you don't just walk up to somebody and say, hey, do you want to join a business? Or, hey, you looking to make money? You get to know them a little bit, right? You ask them some questions, and you can go to yesterday's video where I talk about how to strike up the conversation with free information. So I'm not going to go into all that right now, but you want to build a rapport with people, right? So you start a conversation with them, you talk to them, you ask them a few questions, and then you can bring up your business. Now, I recommend bringing up business after I've gotten to know the person a little bit. Oh boy. After I've gotten to know the person a little bit. But I'm not going to walk away. If I like that person and I want them on my business team, I'm not going to walk away without asking if they're looking. Some people shy away from that. Some people want to give their number and then call them back later, right? But when I'm meeting people, because it takes a little bit more time, your time to physically go and meet people, I want to know right then and there if they're looking. Because if they tell me no, I don't waste any time. I don't have to waste a phone call. I know right then and there if they're looking or not. So after I get to know them a little bit, I do what we call a break in communication, and I talked about that yesterday. So you might want to, here's a tip, you might want to go back and watch the video yesterday. But I basically, long story short, I will ask them if they're open-minded or if they're looking to make some extra money. I will do it right there on the spot, okay? But I've gotten to know them a little bit. We've kind of go back and forth conversation, and so that's offline. Now, what about online? What about people? Oh my goodness. What about people that you meet online? Could be through Facebook. It could be, it could be through Facebook. It could be Twitter. It could be Instagram. It could be any online social network that you could meet people. You connect with somebody. How long before you talk about your business? Well, this is where I would recommend that you have a little bit of back and forth. What I mean by that is you don't go online and just message somebody saying, hey, do you want to make some extra money? Right? You do not do that. What you want to do is you want to strike up a conversation just like you would offline, right? Maybe you find out where they're from. They live in Chicago. You can say, hey, do you still live in Chicago? Hey, do you still live in Florida? Do you still live in Texas? Right? Whatever the case may be. And then you wait for their response. And if they respond, yeah, I still live in Chicago, you can say, how long have you lived there? Did you grow up there? Do you work there? What do you do? Right? Again, it's the back and forth. And I always recommend when you're talking online to people that you wait for 5 to 6 interactions. 5 to 6 interactions before you talk about your business. Okay? So it's do you still live in Chicago? Did you grow up there? Right? They're answering you back. What kind of work do you do in Chicago? I don't know. Based on their answers, you can ask them questions, but you want to go back and forth, let's say 4 to 6 times of back and forth dialogue. So you're developing a rapport. The key is you do not want to ask somebody if they're interested or pitch your MLM business until you've developed some sort of a rapport with people, until there's been a kind of a mini relationship that's been built, right? Because if you just do it too early, it just seems weird. You just come across as salesy, and you don't want to come across as salesy. So you want to develop a little bit of rapport. I'd say anywhere between 4 to 6 interactions before you ask them, hey, just curious, I'm doing some business expansion in your area. Do you ever look for a side project? If you could make some extra money, if it didn't interfere with what you're currently doing. Something like that, right? But you don't want to do it too soon, because then it comes across very salesy, very, oh, well, that's why you reached out to me, right? But if you do it after 4 to 6 interactions and you've developed some sort of a rapport, at that time is when I would bring up my network marketing, MLM, home business opportunity, but not any time before then. So be sure to develop the rapport. That's the key in talking to people about your business, is to develop that rapport. What's up, PO? What's going on? UK in the house. Good deal. So bringing up your business offline, I want to build the rapport, and it's easier to build a rapport quicker offline because you're having dialogue. You're talking back and forth, right? You ask them a question, they give you an answer. You ask them another question, they give you an answer. It's within, a minute to 2 minutes, you already have some sort of a rapport. So before I leave them, I want to find out, are they looking to make some extra money? I don't want to just get their phone number and then call them 3 days later, and hope to get them on the phone to ask them if they're looking. I have them right in front of me. I'm having a conversation with them. So why not just ask them right there while you have their attention, are they looking to make extra money? Are they looking for a side project? Are they looking for a home business? Online is a little bit trickier because you may send out a message, hey, do you still live in Chicago? And it may be a day or two or a week, or I've had it months before they even get back to me. And then 3 weeks later, they respond back, yeah, I still live in Chicago, right? It would be weird. It would be kind of weird if the next message that I sent to them is, hey, are you looking to make some extra money, right? I want to build that rapport a little bit. So I want to have 4 to 6 exchanges, and sometimes it can take a little bit longer, right? Because I may ask them, that's awesome. How long have you lived in Chicago? Do you work in downtown Chicago, right? Or what do you do in Chicago? It may take another 3 weeks for them to respond. Who knows? They may respond right away. It may take 2 days, but it takes a little bit more time to build up that rapport. I want to get it to the point where they feel comfortable, I feel comfortable with the flow of the conversation before I bring up my business. So does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you guys. As to when, it really depends on if you're doing it offline or online. It really depends how quickly and how soon you bring up your business. So just a quick little recap as for the length of time. If I'm offline and I'm cold market prospecting, I'm building the rapport and I'm asking them right then and there. If I'm online, I take 4 to 6 interactions, back and forth exchanges, where I'm building that rapport before I even talk about my network marketing business, okay? Otherwise, it just comes across as salesy, weird, and you don't want to have that happen. So take those two in consideration depending on how you're doing your marketing. If you're prospecting, strictly online, if you're prospecting offline, if you're doing a combination of both, you want to keep in mind the time frame and the timing, of when you bring up your network marketing opportunity. Now, for those of you who would like to have people come to you instead, which is what I like, I do both. I do cold market prospecting. I do prospecting online through social media. But my above all favorite, my very, very favorite method of prospecting is to have the prospects reach out to me and ask me what I'm doing. I like them to enter their name and email and ask me to reach back out to them to find out how I can best help them. To me, that's my favorite way of prospecting. There's no rejection. They're already highly targeted. You already know they're interested in opportunities. So there is no, having to wait to, figure out when to talk about your MLM. They've come to you, or they've come to me with their hand raised saying, I want more information. If you're somebody that would like to have that situation where you have people coming to you rather than you going to them and trying to figure out when to bring up business, right? If you'd rather just have them coming to you, then check out the link right below. It's called Attraction Marketing. And on the other end of this link here, when you go to www.getmotivatedforsuccess.com/mastery, what's going to be on the other end is a 12-minute video that's going to talk about attraction marketing, how it works, and the tools that you need to have attraction marketing work for you so that you can have people coming to you. So check that out, guys. Go to www.getmotivatedforsuccess.com/mastery. I actually put it above the video or below the video. You can click on the link or go to this website right here, www.getmotivatedforsuccess.com/mastery, and learn how to use attraction marketing so that you become the hunted rather than being the hunter, right? So that is my favorite. My personal favorite is to have people coming to me. It works like a charm, but all three work. Cold market prospecting, prospecting online, and then attraction marketing. All of them work. They just take different skill sets that you need to learn and different timing on when to bring up your business. So I hope that answered that question. It was a great question somebody had asked me a couple days ago. I wanted to get this answered, and I figured it might help some other folks as well who might, struggle with, when do I bring up my business? I don't know when to bring it up. Well, there you have it. All right, so if you got value, guys, feel free to drop a comment below. Feel free to share this. If you haven't already, be sure to like my Facebook fan page right here and click follow so that you get notifications of when I go live for Mind Your Business every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that said, guys, check out the link right now, and I will see you on the other side. I'll be there as soon as if you decide to get started with attraction marketing, I will be there to help you step by step on how to get everything set up and how to start generating leads for your business. So there you have it, guys. Listen, before I leave, I want to wish you all a very happy and safe Memorial Day here in the U.S. And I want to thank everybody in all the different branches of service that have served our country. We appreciate you. We owe you so much respect for continuing to keep our country free here in the United States of America. And I know you don't always get people telling you thank you, but from me to you, from Ken Cloutier to you, if you have served in any branch for any amount of time, I just want to thank you very much for your service or for your continued service. It means a lot. I don't have to go out, and fight a battle and fight a war because people like yourselves are doing that. So I really appreciate that. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Be safe. Have an awesome Memorial Day. Let's remember what it's for and what we're recognizing it for. It's not just barbecues and drinking beer, right? It's a lot more to that. So anyway, I'm done with my my mushy gushy stuff. But again, have an awesome weekend. We'll see you on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another live broadcast of Mind Yo Business. This is Ken Cludier of GetMotivatedForSuccess.com down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Have an awesome weekend. Take care. Peace out.